My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Collateral Beauty. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I remember seeing this movie in theaters back in December 2016, and I was blown away by the stupidity on display. Like, I just despised this movie. But years started to pass, and I started to look back on this movie kind of fondly in a so bad that it's good kind of way. And I was actually excited to rewatch it. I felt like this is a movie I could actually praise on a rewatch, and nope, absolutely not. Like, okay, if I were to tell you the premise of this movie, you might not believe me. It is about a man, Howard, who is grieving his daughter's death. And his friends, played by Edward Norton, Kate Winslet, and Michael Pena, come up with a plan to hire actors to play love, time, and death and get them to start talking to him so then when he talks back, they can catch it on video and edit the actors out, making him look crazy, making him unfit for the position he has at their company. That's actually the plot of this insane movie. Like, what was everybody involved thinking when they signed on? This is just, you're watching these people torment this guy who's just grieving, and like, when they start editing the actors out of the videos, I just couldn't believe that the movie was committing to this premise. It is so obviously awful, and it just really sucks. But that's not all, because throughout this experience, Howard's three friends start talking to the three actors, while Edward Norton learns about love from Keira Knightley, Michael Pena learns about death from Helen Mirren, and Kate Winslet learns about time from Jacob Lattmore. And it turns out the three actors they hired to play time, love, and death are actually personifications of time, love, and death, and they aren't actually real people. Holy shit! This movie is actually just retarded. Like, it is so obviously stupid, and but then we get to the big problem I have with this movie is it's funny to laugh at and it's funny to describe, but it's not funny watching it. This movie isn't silly, it's not campy, it's just actually really boring. And that's where the movie loses me. I like to laugh at a good stupid movie, but this movie just takes itself too seriously to really do that, and it's just not one I'll ever watch again. I also don't think this movie is as smart as it thinks it is. Like, it's not giving us some unheard wisdom of time, love, and death. But the movie obviously thinks it's really smart, and it's not. It's not. You've got a stacked cast here with Will Smith, who is really awful. He never felt like an actual person grieving. He always felt like an actor pretending to grieve, and he never brought the proper emotional weight to this story. Edward Norton, I'm a big fan of. American History X, Primal Fear, Boardman, The Italian Job. The guy's got talent, but unfortunately, he's given nothing to work with here. Kate Winslet is in 4 of my favorite movies of all time: Titanic, Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: Fire and Ash, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I also love her performance in Heavenly Creatures, in Flushed Away. She is such a tremendous talent, but unfortunately she's given nothing to work with here. Keira Knightley, love her in Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3. I love her in Love Actually. I love her in Official Secrets. Begin Again, she is such a terrific actress, but unfortunately, she's given nothing to work with here. Michael Pena is really great in End of Watch, but he's blah here. Helen Mirren, I really like her in National Treasure too, but I'm not really the biggest fan of her. Am I missing some movies from her? Holy shit, she's been around for decades. Red, no. Monsters University, actually. That's a good... Eye in the Sky is such an underrated movie. Yeah, she's been in some really great movies. She has been. Naomi Harris, who's also in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3. She's given nothing to work with here. And Jacob Lattimore, I'm not too familiar with him, but I believe he was in that movie Slight, directed by the guy who did Devotion. Yes. Who directed that one? So I'm getting completely off topic. J.D. Dillard, that's it. Oh, he was in the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I like that movie. It's actually pretty decent. And The Maze Runner. Long story short, talented, stacked cast who are all giving some of the worst, most forgettable performances. So, yes, it's a funny movie to laugh at in concept, but in execution, it's just a snooze fest that really has nothing to offer. So I'm giving Collateral Beauty a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Collateral Beauty? Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.